This is the Cruise FM Out of Tune podcast. Here is Stacey and Curtis.
Episode 10. Is that what we've gone with? Of the Out of Tune podcast. My name is Stacey. This is my buddy.
Curtis Anderson. I'm your buddy this week. I love it.
Are you? You're always my buddy.
Oh, thanks. I didn't know where we stood.
I get that from my dad. Growing up, he called me buddy. I call Fiona buddy. And it's just like a term of endearment for me, for people who I'm like, yeah, you're my friend. Let's do this.
My daughter calls me mi amigo. And I'm like, that's fine. That's fine.
That's cute.
That's fine.
It is.
Coming from a 9-year-old, that's okay.
And if you can soak in all the pet names from your child right now, do it. Because it'll stop at some point. And you'll be like, don't you want to call me mi amigo? No, Dad, get lost. So you got to just take it.
Yep. One of these days. So what are we talking about today?
Today,
we started rolling and we did not even really finalize a topic.
I'm flying by the seat of our pants today.
We're usually unprepared, and this is like next level unpreparedness. So I'm really excited to see where this lands.
I just felt for a hot second there where I was like, I like to not live dangerously. That one Seinfeld episode where Kramer is test driving the car and he doesn't think he has enough gas and they just want to keep driving. That's how I feel right now. I'm like, who knows if we have any gas in the tank?
Not enough gas.
Let's just go.
Okay.
We thought we would talk about, because like it's kind of back to school. Not necessarily immediate, but it's like the beginning of August. Summer is almost done.
Oh.
July was so fast. July's weather was not great. It was way too fast. And here we are 7 days into August and you're trying to cram all your stuff in. But it got us nostalgic thinking about, and we kind of touched on it before, I think.
See, talking about getting all your stuff in, we really shot ourselves in the foot on week 1 when we did an hour-long first episode and we did 30 seconds on every topic imaginable. And now when we're texting each other, like, what about this? Oh, didn't we do that?
I think we
talked about it for 20 seconds in episode 1 and moved on.
And that's what we did about school presentations.
School presentations.
Having people visit your school, which guaranteed an assembly, which was like, sweet, we're getting out of class. And it was strange little presentations. I have a very foggy memory of that chunk of school. The only one I want to talk about, and I think it's going to trump yours, no offense.
No.
None taken?
Trump away.
Good. And I hate using that phrase. It's going to be better than yours.
Okay.
Star Lab.
Yes.
Oh my God. How exciting was it when Star Lab showed up at school?
It was like Christmas in February or whatever. That was usually, I think it was the deep, deep winter.
Was it?
Because for us at Prince Philip Elementary School, because I can remember us all emerging on our hands and knees, just sweaty, and going outside, and the teachers, you gotta leave your jacket on, you're gonna get a cold. I'm like,
I'm too hot.
Covered in sweat.
I've been in a tent with...
Paint a picture of what this is. It was a tent, but it was more like an igloo, because do you remember it had that little tunnel where you had to crawl on your hands and knees through?
You had to crawl in on your hands and knees. It needed to be shaped like an igloo to mimic the sky.
Yes.
Right? And yeah, it wasn't massive. I don't remember it being huge, but it felt so big because we were so small when we were younger.
But your teacher was in there with you.
I think our teacher came, but then the Star Lab presenter was there as well. I don't want to say astronomer because I don't think they were.
Some nerd.
I think it was maybe a star fan or like maybe another teacher from a different school. I don't know.
Or someone paying off a parking ticket.
Someone doing his community service.
It's Orion's belt. Freaking kids.
That's the only one we all know of, right?
Big Dipper.
And it was really cool because I'm not necessarily, like, I don't have an interest in astronomy, in the stars whatsoever. Anything I know about the night sky right now, I learned from Star Lab.
Yes.
Like, that is where I found out about Orion's belt and how you can recognize it. And then also the difference between the dippers and where to find them. Those are the only ones. What's that other one? Orion?
The
bear? No, Orion's belt.
Ursa Major?
Ursa Major?
Ursa?
See,
which one took the Little Mermaid's voice?
Ursula.
Okay. Then it's Ursa Major. He may have taken Ariel's voice too. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the backstories of constellations.
I'm looking up right now the main constellations. Ursa Major.
See? That's a bear.
Which contains the Big Dipper. Ursa Minor, which contains the Little Dipper. Orion, Cassiopeia, and Leo. Okay. Those are the ones I remember. Okay.
You take a child out of the regular scheduled classroom. It doesn't matter where you're taking them. You remember that as a victory.
Mm-hmm.
So
we're going to go pick garbage.
They stuck us in a tent with like a couple holes poked in the roof, and we're like, look at the stars, kid. Greatest day ever in elementary.
Yeah, absolutely.
You lived for that. And was there, it was the 80s, so I'm going to assume it was no, but was there like an escape plan? Like one way in, one way out? If that thing collapsed, would we all be dead?
Yeah. Well,
Shout out Starlab.
Shout out Starlab. I don't think it would be, I don't think there was an escape route. I think we would have just survived.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't that.
Well, if it collapsed, I don't know. It's getting darker in my head the more I think about
I
it.
think so.
Because if that collapsed and you couldn't find your way out, I mean, you would run out of air in there pretty quickly.
How would you even have, like, what would the escape route be? Just another hole? How would you find the other hole?
Yeah. It's a question I ask.
All the time. Anyway, Starlab was great because you also didn't get like schooled on it. You just got told about things. You didn't have to pay.
There wasn't a test after.
Exactly. You could pay as much attention as you wanted to, and you had to take your shoes off. That was the other thing that stuck out in my brain. Was like, why can't I wear my soft-soled shoes in here? No.
I just remember everyone on their hands and knees in single file.
Yeah.
Like some weird 5th grade human centipede.
Okay.
Going into Starlab.
All right.
Let's go.
That's a terrible
Major
image. Oh my God. And you know what?
It's worse the more I think about it.
I think you've made it very awkward.
I ruined Starlab for everyone.
Yep.
That's what I do.
But what's funny is there is a guy, and I want to say, I can't remember his name now, but I feel like he was my elementary school teacher, and he still takes the Starlab out.
No.
Yes.
It still exists?
Oh, yeah.
No, seriously?
Hold your flipping horses, Curtis.
I assume that would have been canceled for some reason.
Saskatoon rental? Starlab.com.
Can you rent it? We got to bring it here.
Living Skies Stargazing? No.
We gotta show the youngins the beauty of Starlab.
Build your own Starlab. Oh, this is like buy it yourself. I'm not going to buy one. I want someone to bring it to me for cheap. Starlab Saskatoon rental. Okay. I'm going to look into this a little bit more.
Okay.
And maybe I'll update everybody next time. But I'm almost positive that my old elementary school teacher still does it. Because he phoned in. We talked about this on cruise like a long time ago. And he called in. He's like, Stacy, this is so-and-so. Waldron? Mr. Waldron. And he's like, I still do it. I can still take the tent out and do the thing. And I was like, oh my God.
Starlab?
No, I think he's part of an astronomy organization here in Saskatoon. Like he's over at the conservatory at the university.
And they just have that thing in the closet.
And you can call him up. Beep, beep, beep. Starlab, let's go. And they'll come out with it. Oh.
I thought that was so taken out by Dakota Dunes and buried or something.
No.
Still,
I'm quite sure it still exists.
That's insane.
I will, like I said, I will look into this further.
Please.
Because again, we did no prep for this.
Yeah.
And had I done that, I could have found out. Maybe I could have phoned Mr. Waldron. I'm onto this. We're gonna have
like
Starlab Part 2.
a new sponsor starting next week.
Starlab.
The Out of Tune podcast.
Sponsored by
Starlab.
Human Centipede. No, Starlab.
And I remember it would be dark in there, and then my friend Aaron would go, "Who touched my leg?" Oh,
obviously.
Hilarious.
Obviously.
Not a dry eye in the house.
Monkeying around happening in there. So that was my big standout presentation at school. What were yours?
We always had people that would come to our school and try to cheer us up. The more I look back at that, it's like, did I not go to a good elementary school? Was it sadness?
Were we having a tough
area?
time?
Yeah. They're always, and it extended into high school too, was it like a Preston thing? Because I went to Prince Philip and then later Walter Murray.
Preston Ave kids having a rough time.
And I felt like we really had a lot of like, hey, don't harm yourself, little guest speakers.
Okay. Well, because I think
throughout the years,
I feel like a lot of the presentations were in conjunction with like lifestyles class.
Okay.
So whether it was like getting to know yourself, self-esteem, just say no. That's another one that came through was the just say no people.
There was this guy that had insane charisma that was in charge of the Friendship Inn during the 80s, and he would always come to our school and he would just do a big speech about like the Friendship Inn and how it helps families. And I look back now, I was like,
Aww.
A lot of us were probably going to the Friendship Inn at that time or something.
You know what? Probably.
And he was, because I was like, why, as an adult, why was he there all the time? But that's probably what it was probably trying to put a happy face on it. And he'd always do this thing where he's like, hey, kids want to see me walk on my hands? And we were all like, yay! And he'd like, stretch and look like he was going to do a handstand. And then he would just slide his hands under the soles of his shoes and do
walk.
this like hunched walk.
Amazing.
Brought the house down every time.
Amazing.
No matter how many times you busted that out, it was still funny.
And it's so crazy too when you do look back on stuff like that as an adult. When you are a kid, you're so oblivious, really. Like, I get what they're doing. They're trying really hard to instill, whether it's knowledge or, morals into these students. And at the time, you're like, give me a break. I just want to hang out. But then looking back on it, it's like, that stuff is important. And it's just unfortunate that the majority of the time it gets wasted on these yahoos who don't care and just want to mess around.
Another one, I believe I talked about it on the first podcast, was we had a fitness day and all these university girls in their crop tops came and did jumping jacks, and we then blasted Salt and Pepper. I mean, it wasn't the best day of grade 8, but probably pretty close. And then in high school, I remember so vividly, because it was the first time I had ever seen a presentation with multiple screens. So there was like the big main screen.
Right.
And then there was 2 little screens off to the side.
Holy
and it was
smokes.
this just big like... keep going. It's
You
going to
can
get
do
better.
this. Motivational speaking.
Don't end it. Legit. That was like the message of this video.
Oh, okay.
And I just remember it ended. They're like, if you end it, you never know what's going to happen next, was basically the message. And then they played the entire Lightning Crashes song, and it was
No, they
It was
didn't.
slow motion video of somebody snowboarding the entire song. But I just remember because the whole time there were the 2 side screens, and it was just this weird animation of a dancing house, and that is just burned forever.
What kind of acid trip is this?
I would get
Jeez.
distracted from the main message and just watch these rhythmic dancing houses for minutes at a time. And I was like, oh, what's going on? Okay, yeah.
Who put this together and was like, this
don't
is
off
going to be
yourself.
great?
Got it.
Let's make sure the suicide is the message, and then we have some animated houses and lightning crashes with snowboarding, because
Those things are connected.
also read the room. It's Saskatchewan. We can't snowboard here,
Yes.
barely. Come on.
But, I mean, if you're ever struggling, you just remember no more lightning crashes, no more
Right.
slow-mo snowboarding. That's all you needed.
Apparently.
That got us through. That got us through, Stacey.
Oh my God. Okay, what was the other? Was this just, maybe it was part of school, but remember that big circular tarp that they would flap up in the air and then you ran around underneath it? Was that just like
Yeah.
gym class
Wasn't
in
that-
kindergarten?
I remember doing that.
I don't
You'd run
think it
underneath,
was.
and then it was like a hot air balloon almost.
It looked like one,
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't think that was a bring-in thing. I think the schools just had it.
I think when the gym teacher was hungover, it was time to bring that out.
Bring out the tarp.
Yeah, and I flip it up. I don't care.
And then also, we're probably getting a little bit off topic, but remember.
Us? No.
What?
Off topic?
Absolutely.
Seeing as we don't have a topic,
If
it's
we
probably pretty hard
we
this
should start
week.
putting coins in a jar every time we get off topic. Invest money later.
Yes.
No, when the apparatus, the gym
yeah. Terrifying.
gymnastics happened, which was like for a hot minute once a year in school, and they would bring out those big
That is impossible
panels.
to explain to the young kids
gymnastics.
what this was. No,
Yeah.
but it was this like weird apparatus
Wasn't it called the
thing,
apparatus?
and it was against the wall.
And then they'd pull out the
you'd
walls.
They'd swing out like a door.
Yeah.
And it seemed so unsafe back then, and just talking about it, I remember being little and watching those things roll out, and they felt like they were going to fall.
Are they even in schools
No,
anymore?
I think those are gone. I think those are like, if you fell off those, you would have been really hurt because they were really high up.
And they would expect us to climb a
yeah.
freaking rope.
It's so
I
hard
have
to explain
no
what
muscle
these are.
tone.
It's so hard to explain what this was.
I'm writing this down. Apparatus in schools. I'm going to phone my girlfriend. She's a teacher.
'Cause
And
they
then
were-
also, what was the other thing? Star Lab.
It was just this wall of like ladders and poles
Yes.
that went pretty much to the ceiling of the gym, and there was 2 or 3 of them, and then they would swing out from the wall like a door, like it was on a hinge.
Yeah.
And then you would just climb to the top with no safety harness or anything,
Zero.
and yeah, it was almost like a 80s climbing wall. But instead of like rocks sticking out of the wall, it was just like metal bars.
And then I think
Of
there was like
different-
rope, like
Yeah.
a web of rope,
Yeah.
a webbing with rope or something.
And you were supposed to climb to the top as
Yeah.
part of some like fitness thing.
And then they would bring out the big fat mattress.
Yep.
And those
box
bulkheads,
horse.
the box horses where you'd flip over.
So that was great.
That was fun. That was, I feel like it could have been more than just one day a year. They made us what's the word? Cross dance? No. Line dance. They
Line
taught us line dancing and yet gave us one day of gymnastics a year. Like, roll that out all the time. It was so much fun.
Square dancing.
Square dancing. What did I say?
Line dancing. I was close. I knew you were almost there. I
feel
wish
like
we would have taken line dancing.
I think we did in high school.
Yeah. Don't tell my heart, my achy, breaky heart. Slap knee, slap sole, slap knee, slap other side of shoe.
Can I just tell a quick
Amazing.
story about
Please do.
the big bulkhead? No, what did you call it? Box horse?
The box spring.
No, the horse. Bulk horse? No,
Yeah, okay.
the horse thing.
The horse thing you jump, the vault.
Vault. No.
Sure.
Anyway, it was set up in front of the big jumping pad or
Yeah.
the big squishy pad. We were supposed to run and yes, jump off the little springy board and do some sort of skill on that thing and fall onto the mattress.
Yes.
And so I did whatever I could do, and I don't think it was any kind of move whatsoever. But the kid behind me was so ready to go that he didn't wait for me to get off of the big squishy mattress.
He landed on you.
He landed on me. And I lost my wind, like knocked the wind out of me. So he's jumped off already because he's like, oh, that was fun. And I'm on that mattress being like, not being able to breathe whatsoever. That's my takeaway from gymnastics
Did
class.
the kids just continue landing on you? No one helped you?
Finally, my
One
teacher
after
stepped
another,
in.
after
She's
about
like,
the sixth
hey,
kid landed on you. Like,
give her a break. Let
get
her
the
catch her breath.
spatula. Go get Stacy.
Oh, man.
We
such
had
good
another,
times.
and I have to be sensitive with this because it was very sad. It was a girl who was in a drunk driving accident, and she was in a wheelchair. Mm-hmm. But I remember even at the time, I was like, it doesn't have to be this over the top, guys, because it was her on like a spotlight on stage.
Oh, super dramatic.
Super dramatic. And she would say like one line, and then it would fade to black, and then they would play legit, I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet, I've got no rhythm. They could pitch black, then the spotlight would come back on again, and she's like, yeah, I was in an accident. Back to black. Yeah, I'm never gonna dance again.
Oh, so that was
And
more of
even
a performance than almost like an educational
even in the
session.
ninth grade, I was like, we could probably pump the brakes on this a little, like, you know.
Hey, sometimes you got to grab the kids' attention.
Yeah, I guess.
And
We can back off a little bit here.
yeah,
I'm still getting the message loud and clear, but maybe a Q&A next time.
maybe.
Maybe we'll leave the Wham cassette tape at home.
Oh my God! Did you ever have did they bring animals to school?
No. Did they bring animals to your school?
No, I don't think so. I'm just thinking that that'd be something like, you know how the snake guy goes to the mall and you can go down there and
Yeah,
reptile guy?
our like Steve Irwin guy.
Yeah,
Doctor, what is it, Jeff?
Dr.
Safari Jeff.
Safari Jeff.
Love Safari Jeff.
Yeah, I feel like they should be going to schools. That would be a fun thing. I'm sure there's a lot of like liabilities and forms that need to be signed, but come on.
Safari Jeff needs to be a documentary. I interviewed him all the time when I was a A&E reporter back in my previous job, and every other year his wife wouldn't be there because she was pregnant, and you can't be around those animals when you're pregnant. And I was like, Safari Jeff, what's going on? Like, you got like 7 kids.
Wow.
Like,
Interesting.
not a lot to do in the terrarium or wherever he keeps.
Is he from here?
Nah, he's from probably Ontario, I imagine, and he
just
tours it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like animals should have definitely been a part of it. More gymnastics and more Star Lab.
Maybe they could have put the animals in Star Lab. Could you imagine crawling through
Chaos.
like an igloo and then
No.
there were animals in there, like
There's
a
a
little
reptile
yeah.
or a chicken.
you emerge on the other side
Petting zoo.
of your human centipede line, and Safari Jeff's in there with Father Time. Wasn't that his giant tortoise that's 100 years old?
Do you know I've never actually seen his show?
Huge supporter of Safari Jeff. We went religiously when Noah was little. We'd go to Lawson
man.
Mall all the time.
He was always at Lawson Mall.
And because I interviewed him, so he'd recognize me.
Yeah.
Father Time, I think, was his tortoise. It was like a gazillion years old.
That makes sense.
And
Those
he's like,
things live
here he
forever.
is, look, kids. And he'd hold this decrepit, aging turtle up, and the turtle was just like, kill me. And he was
Please.
like waving his little arms
Do you think
in
it
the
was
air.
really the same? Like, what if that tortoise was actually like 13? I'd believe you. If you showed me
yeah.
a 13-year-old tortoise, but told me he was 100, I'd be like, wow, impressive.
It's Safari Jeff. He
wouldn't lie?
You believe anything he says.
Yeah,
Because
that's true.
he's dressed, he's got the funny hat on.
And he's got tan clothing.
Yes, he's got the tan round bowler on. So he's like an
legit.
expert.
He's super legit.
He came straight from the safari. His knowledge of reptilia no bounds.
man.
I mean, he could have had a new wife every year and I wouldn't have known.
Yeah, she kind of looks like the other one.
What's going on? Where's your wife? Safari
Snake accident. Don't talk about it. Kay, didn't you also say, though, you had visits from mascots from exhibition?
Yeah, we
Was that one
had,
of
there was a
them?
couple years right at the end of elementary school, there was like mascot day, and all the mascots came to our school for some reason.
All of them.
A lot of them, yeah.
Interesting.
It may have tied in with milk or something. Every once in a while, like Sask Milk, I guess, would come do a big thing at our school.
I don't remember that one.
They must have been worried about our bones because our school, my year, was this weird year that we were chosen to be part of this thing called the bone density study at the University of Saskatchewan.
Wow.
Yeah, I think we were the only class, the only year. And like, I'm still in it as an adult. There's like 3 or 4 of us left that didn't
Do you have
drop
to get
out.
your bones tested every once in a while?
Every once in a while when funding comes through, they call and they're like, come on down, and they scan you and they take like your height and weight and measure you.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it started out all of us because it was this like pilot program in the 80s. We were super young. Mm-hmm. And we all did it for like the first year, and then somebody realized the scanning machine gave you like super low level radiation, like one eighth of what like a plane ride does.
Wow.
And so all the moms pulled their
Panicked.
kids, which is crazy because 80s moms didn't give a shit.
No kidding. They didn't. As they're smoking.
Radiation was where they cut it
my
off.
kid's not going in there.
Nah, as they ripped their third Marlboro.
Exactly.
Hey, radiation, that's
way.
dangerous. Pour Mumsy another rum.
How is your bone density then?
I think it's okay, but we would go and get measured and weighed maybe twice a year for those first
Interesting.
like decade.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, it would always be November 1st. And I was a little fat kid, right? So I would go the day after Halloween, go to the university to these, what's the program called? The super like fit kinesiology kids.
Yeah.
So there'd be all these just like guys and girls in just like the most incredible shape ever. And they'd be like, okay, now you have to write out what you ate in the last 24 hours too.
Oh my God.
So they're
8 pounds of candy.
well, yeah. And they had these like vision boards that had food on. Like, okay, now would you say you had a handful of granola bar or like a handful of
Oh my
cornflakes or like a big bowl? But it was the day after Halloween.
Yeah.
So like I had a few little mini chocolate bars. Well, how many is a few? And I'd be like,
17?
5. They were 5, and really I had like 30. Yeah, just 5. So I'm sure my readings are all out of whack.
Oh my God.
Because
What
I was
timing.
insecure and lied about it. But even as probably 5 years ago, they got funding again, and I went down and they scanned me, and
Crazy.
yeah, I don't know. It's probably, I don't know what they're doing with that information.
Who knows?
I'll be part of a documentary.
Your bones
one
are going
day.
to show up in a documentary.
My bones.
Hey, that's me.
They'll be interviewing these kinesiology kids like, this fat guy lied. Came
Yep.
in every day. He
What a
turned our
liar.
study. You know, that's what tanked it.
Skew the results.
That's what tanked it.
There
Was
you
me
go.
not admitting I ate my weight in candy the night before, and that was a lot of weight to eat.
Okay, so you mentioned Sask Milk before. I've seen a meme, tweet, whatever you want to call it, in reference to this. I'm probably going to get it wrong. But it was basically like whoever was in charge of the drink milk campaign and marketing of that, along with the other one they made reference to was like snipping your Coke,
Snipping my what?
your plastic rings that held your Coke cans together.
Yes.
That whole like we drank milk because we just drank milk.
Yeah.
Like there was no question about it. You needed to have strong bones. And obviously it goes really good on cereal. But like the milk marketing was insane because it was just, that's all we drank. Mm-hmm. In our household, at least, it was milk or water. We
And it
didn't have
evolved.
juice.
You remember being a teenager and you see all those got milk ads?
The mustache ones?
and all the celebrities with milk mustaches. That was incredible too.
Amazing. And so whoever was behind that one, and then the recycling rings so you didn't choke a duck,
Yeah.
and then fast forward the turtles with the straws up their nose.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's working as well though.
We're in an age of social media and unlimited information and unlimited views, right? Mm-hmm. So I felt so bad about those turtles. I was like, let's get rid of straws. Absolutely. If it saves one turtle, let's drink out of paper thin straws for the rest of our lives. And then I watched a YouTube video that made me laugh. It was some kid, I think it was from Australia, and it was called Baby Turtles Are Bitches. And it was just him eating straws.
A kid eating straws.
Eating straws to show how they're not dangerous. He's eating straws.
Plastic
Stacey.
ones?
Yes.
Oh my God, kid.
I think about that. It ruined it for me. I think
Yeah.
about that all the time now whenever
thought
I
he was
see a
eating
paper
paper
straw.
ones.
No, he's eating plastic straws.
But then we also found out too that the microplastics in paper straws exist. And so the fact that we're all like, paper straws, it's not even like we're doing microplastics. So we can't win.
That's the bad part about getting old. Remember when paper bags were the worst at grocery stores and you had to get rid of paper bags for plastic? And now look where we are.
Back to paper.
Look where we are, Stacey.
Yep.
It never ends.
It doesn't. Okay, well, we've managed to talk 25 minutes about school presentations. So let's
In
say
elementary school.
we'll save the other chunk for next time, maybe, of like
Human
prepping for
centipede.
school. No more. No. Stop mentioning that.
It's the greatest thing I've thought of all week. I'm ready
Can
to
I
go
actually
now.
just tell you that I've never
Yes.
seen that movie?
I have never seen. I love horror movies. I've got a line, and Human Centipede is on that line.
I feel like, it's...
Yeah.
And aren't there a bunch of them?
I think so. Nope, absolutely not.
No.
No, thank you.
I haven't even seen... I think I've seen one Saw. And aren't there like 10 of them now?
I think so. I saw the first Saw.
I've seen the first Saw.
I saw the first scene.
We're so good at
We're just
talking.
getting silly now.
Anyway, okay, so we're going to save the prepping for back to school
Next week
for another episode because
won't be next week.
I wanted to talk about haircuts and what have you and stuff like that. I think that'd be kind of interesting. So yeah, that was episode 10 again
Yep.
of the Out of Tune podcast. Thank you for listening, and then we'll do this sometime soon. We're not
wait.
going to hold ourselves to
Can't
any...
wait to see what the thumbnail is for this one.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to the Cruise FM Out of Tune podcast. Check back for new episodes wherever you get your podcasts or at cruisefm.com.